Hi guys, this is just gonna be a very um quick live because I was not meaning to come live this morning. Okay, um, just gonna wait for a couple of people more to join us, and then we shall commence. Um, please like this live and share so that others can come in and join us. Like I said, I'm not going to be here for a very long time. It's just going to be a um, very quick live. It's going to be a very quick live. If you're here and if you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section. Please say hi if you can hear me. So I'm just going to do a quick introduction and then we will head. So my name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Thatmumof5. Hello everyone, and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. So on my channel, I practically do everything, like everything, lifestyle, motherhood, parenting, name it, I do everything. I Zoe. So ideally, I was not going to come out and do this live because I've had lots of DMs. Like it's surprising how people from far distances, people from different continents are actually committed to. Hi Zoe, people from different continents are actually committed to like wanting to know what is going on with Celine and Afiba. And for me, like I said from the beginning, that I took an interest in this case because obviously I'm a mom, I'm a parent myself, being a Nigerian and seeing all the things that's kind of like happening in Nigeria nowadays. And also, I'm one of the people behind the agenda for change for Nigeria. Okay, there has to be an agenda for change in Nigeria. And like I said in my last live, if you're not like this, if your arms are not like this, that agenda for change will not happen. Okay. So the last live I did, where I was cursing, I want to use this opportunity to apologize to those of you who watches me and did not like that. I really apologize for that because that's really not me. Okay. Even while I was even reading, I couldn't even read it because that's not my mouth is not made for cursing. My mouth is not made for cursing. My mouth is made for prayers, okay? And use it as a tool to envisage that change we are looking for. So I would just want to apologize because people were like, oh, I did not expect this of you. Like I said, I did not bring, there's a reason why I don't bring my children to social media, especially to YouTube. At the start, I used to bring my kids to YouTube, but the platform has been really, really toxic and I just don't feel the need. And beside my kids were like, mom, we don't want to. So I have to respect my kids. But for someone to now come and think they could use my kids as a toothpick, I just can't stand that. Like I'm a mother hen and I will do everything and anything to protect my kids, especially when I've not actually brought them onto the table for you to play Russian roulette with. So yeah, with that being said, I just want to tender that apology. And this is not me apologizing to the causer. I'm not apologizing to him. I'm only apologizing to the people who said, who reached out to me saying that, oh, we didn't expect that of you. I just had to reply. So with that being said, like I said, I had lots of DMs. They were like, oh, that mom of five, have you stopped talking about good morning, June? Have you stopped talking about Celine and Afiba? Don't give up now. You've been using your platform. Like you all know, all I'm doing on my platform is raise awareness. That's the word, awareness. Awareness. And like in the beginning when I started talking about them, people were like, oh, you're doing it for views because YouTube is gonna like, that because you're gonna get money from it, blah blah blah. People had lots of thought like that, but that's fine. I'm not moved by that. Like I've always let you guys know why I'm actually talking about it. As a parent, as a concerned parent, I want Nigeria to be somewhere that my kids can go without me feeling like no, like dreading my kids being back in their original home. But with this happening, I don't think I ever want my kids to go back to Nigeria. I don't think I ever want them to, like, if they even talk about it, I will discourage them from going. That's just the reality of things. So, like I said, I was not going to come out. This is going to be a very maybe 15, 20 minutes live. People reached out to me like in yesterday. I received about 5 DMs from different people. Even in the comments of other videos, you see people saying, asking like, "Well, that mom of five, are you giving up now?" I'm not giving up because of what that guy was doing on his channel about the courses. I'm not giving up because of him. I'm not giving up in any way. And the reason why I've not been coming back out is the fact that there's nothing out there in the news anymore. There's no need coming back and saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like we've practically said everything. I have practically said everything. You know, I've called out those who I need to call out. You know, I've shared the petition that has been written by the Afiba's family that people should share. You know, I've done all I could, like, you know, anything that I find, I'll put them on my community tab. And if you're new, if you're just watching me in regards to this case of Celine and Afiba, you can go back and watch all the other lives I've done, okay? And I now realize that it's a crime for me to have an opinion on what I did decide to start doing on my own. Okay. I only realized that you can't have an opinion. Like I said from the one, I am not an investigator, I'm not a news channel, I'm not a news presenter, I'm not a newscaster. So I'm allowed to feel the way I'm feeling in regards to all that has transpired in regards to this case of Celine and Afiba and whoever has been involved. I'm allowed to feel the way I want to feel. I'm allowed. And being called out and someone turning it into a diabolical thing. Like me, I don't run away from anything when I see diabolical. I don't run away from it because I know people will go diabolical when they realize that people are closing in on them. That's just what I see. Okay. If you, like I said, like, you know, if you're free, if your mind is free, why do you need to run left and right? But then when people start going diabolical, I'm not running because it decided to start cursing in the darkness. I'm not running. The reason why I'm not, you know, coming back is because, like I've always told you guys, that I've not seen anything new. I've not heard anything new about this case. So for the fact that I've not heard anything new, there's no point here, you know, saying the same thing over and over again. Hi, watch it. How are you? Thanks for coming. There's no point me coming back here when there's nothing new to share. You know, we've practically covered everything and everyone. Okay, so some people may find it, you know, comfortable coming back here and spinning the same story over and over. I'm just not comfortable spinning the same story over and over and over again. And with that being said, like this is just to reassure those of you who have reached out to me. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Now nobody's gonna stop me from talking about this thing. Even if I have any news tomorrow and it involves this person that is going diabolical and cursing, I'm still gonna be coming back here to talk about it because at the end of the day, what I am doing is raising awareness, raising the fact that your government, if you're a Nigerian on this screen watching me, raising the fact that your government do not care about you. Raising that awareness that yes, you are a Nigerian, but I have to put it through, like I have to put it out there to that your government, your police do not give a freaking hoot about you. So it's now up to you as a Nigerian that you are to ensure that you know your rights as a citizen, especially when police wants to rough you up for no reason. Or like I've always said on most of the posts I see on Instagram, like, you know, police will say they're going to arrest somebody and the next thing they're doing is like they are beating the person up. Like they're only arresting you because they're arresting you does not give them the effrontery, the right to start hitting you. It's only Nigerian police that I've seen are hitting people, like beating them up because they want to arrest them or even because they want to search them. Like you need to know your rights as to what police can and cannot do when they stop you. The police has no right to raise their hand or hit you. The police has no right whatsoever to just walk up to you and tell you to park your car, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's all right if they ask you to park, they're just doing some searches. Let them search your car. And if everything you've tendered to them is all legit and genuine, they should let you go. But if they're not letting you go, that is when you need to be wise up, smart up. Either turn on your phone and start framing what is happening, or you call somebody to be on the phone so they bear a witness to what is transpiring between you and the police at that instant. Because I'm going to let you know, in as much as it's so shameful and heartbreaking to speak about, the Nigerian government, the Nigerian police do not care about you. They don't care. Okay, so with that awareness being raised, like I said, I've not heard any new news about Afiba and Celine. There's no new information out there. And like I said, there's no point going back and forth, spinning the same story, spinning the same story. Some have already turned it into a show. Someone already said it's going to be fun when they are talking. There's nothing fun about talking. I mean, there's nothing fun in talking about Celine and Afiba because at the end of the day, these ladies are still missing. Greenwich Meridian, hope all of you have reconciled. I don't know this person from, like, whoever you think we reconciled. I've not fallen out with anybody. That's why I said from the beginning of this video that I now realize it's a crime for me to have an opinion, because the opinion that I have is not as if maybe I'm single-handedly contacting each and everybody that is watching me and trying to sell my opinion to them. No. Before I started talking about the Celine's case, I have about 7,000 subscribers. When I started talking about them, my channel grew to almost 11,000, which meant that over 3,500 people agree, are on the same frame of mind when I'm talking about this case. So these people, did I go drag them? These 3,500 people, did I go drag them to come watch me? No. It's because they were on the time, they are and still on the time frame. They are on the same frequency, they are on the same opinion that I have, that yes, our thought align with this lady. Did I force them? No, I did not. So me hearing my opinion, it's not a crime. It should not be a crime. And if it unsettles some people, whoever is unsettled, it just goes to show that they are not pure in heart. You can imagine someone telling me that you swear in darkness. Why do I want to swear in darkness? What business have I got with the darkness? I'm sure you guys all saw that video. What business have I got with the darkness? Why do I want to swear with the darkness? So I'm not like, I think there are about 5 or 6 other YouTubers who talk about Celine and Afiba as well. Have I gone there to go say what they are saying is trash? No, they all have their different opinions, and I've not gone there to say, oh, what you're talking is trash. No, because it's not in my place to do so. What you said, please just tell Ben you will stop when he stops whatever he thinks he's trying to achieve on the media. That's what I'm saying, that, you know what, let him keep cursing. He can keep cursing. Like I said, my mouth is not made for cursing. But those things I left for him because it started with the cursing. He wants to turn I've not brought my kids to come play Russian roulette. And for him to have involved my kids was the reason why I had to reply him. I don't joke with my children. I don't. And there's a reason why I don't share them on social media. I don't put them on social media. They're adults, and they've got every right to say, Mom, we don't want to be on your YouTube channel. We don't want to be there. And I have to respect that. But if you're now coming and saying, you're this, your children, you that, no, I don't joke with that. I don't joke with that. And I've seen that it's very, very diabolical. And because it's diabolical, I'm not going to run away. I know what I stand for. I stand for the truth and for the light. And if you stand for the truth and for the light, trust me, there's nothing. Darkness will have no power over me. Because, you know, people were like, oh, Wemi, Thatmumof5, hi, G Samuel. People were like, oh, is it because he was cussing at you? No, his curses will not do anything to me, because, like I said, I've not done anything wrong. People were like, let me see the comment that people were dropping. They were like, are you Harrison's mother? Are you Harrison's dad? Are you Harrison's this? See, I've always said from day one that if at the end of the day, the Nigerian police brings out their reports and there's anything in there that says Harrison has been incriminated, I'll be back here to come and call out Harrison. I'll be back here to come and call out Harrison. The same way I did with that interview he had with Blessing. That was like, what nonsense interview was that? I'm not a person who blows hot and then blows cold. No, I say it as it is. I say it as it is because at the end of the day, they said the truth is bitter, but we must say it. The truth is bitter, but we must say it. So I'm not running because he started cursing. Like I said, my mouth is not made for cursing. I've never had to curse anybody in my life. I've never had, apart from maybe somebody's stupid, maybe somebody's crazy, but cursing, saying somebody will fuel their car and they will have a motor accident. Why do I want to say that to somebody? Do I own their lives to be saying such into somebody's lives? I don't own their life. I can't even kill a chicken. Talk more, causing people to lose their lives. Like, you know what? That is not really why I'm here anyway. Like I said, I'm just here to say, you know what, guys, there's no new information about these girls. Only if there's any of you watching me here that have anything new, or maybe there's something new that has been said that I've not seen there, you can point me in that direction to go see what's new that has been said about these girls. But I think where we should be channeling our energy to now is the Nigerian police. Like, you know, from the title there, I said, yes, these girls are still missing. Their family deserves closure. We all heard that Afiba's husband said, whether dead or alive, that he wants her back. He wants her back. And I want to believe that somebody knows where these girls are, either dead or alive. That person knows. That person knows. Are they terrified of coming out to say, or they just felt, no, I'm not going to talk? I want to believe, because how can a human being, two of them, let's say if one is not even thinking straight, one will be thinking straight, right? Two people missing at the same time. It's not as if they are needle in a sack. That's why I felt like, no, since there's I'm just reading the comment from another device. Say, Madam, please, do you know if they checked the sockaway of that house where these lovely ladies were? In Nigeria, homes built huge sockaway pits since there is lack of central sewage system. To be honest, I won't know until the police, let us know what they've done so far. Yeah, I understand what you meant by soccerways, where number two, when you do number two, where it goes. I know some houses do build that, so I wouldn't know. And Big Mama said, we are grateful for your efforts regardless of that fact that it has stalled. I asked on another of your videos, please look after yourself. We Ghanaians are grateful if it's waiting for, I'm looking after myself. Honestly, I am. I've been back on YouTube. Like, I enjoy being on YouTube. And like I said, I'm a parent and I struggle to sleep at times knowing that those two girls are someone's daughter. Those two girls are someone loved by their family members. One of them has a husband and one of them has a fiancé or something. It's just so sad that I wish our Nigerian police are the same as the UK police or the US police. Like, somebody's missing. People, you can actually report people missing. 24 hours they've not heard from them, you can report them missing, and then the police will spring into action. But our police are not like that. And it's so sad that this case has dragged on till now. And even the police cannot, like I said, like Nigerian police, how long more? It's been over a month and a half now. Is it going to be like Mohbad's case where we have to wait for 9 months and then you come with a report? Even now, I'm not even hopeful for the report they are going to be bringing at some point. They are going to be bringing to us. I'm not hopeful because for the fact that their 2 weeks has turned to 6 weeks and more, they've probably released that, we're going to investigate so that they could cook up their story properly. I feel like that's what's happening. Please like this live. There's 28 of you watching me and only 3 of you like this live. Please like this live and let's share this thing. So now I think we should all, if you came onto my channel to start hearing more of Celine and Afiba, like I said before I started talking about Celine and Afiba, I had only 7,000 something subscribers, and now I'm almost at 11,000. The extra 3,500 of you that have started watching me because of Celine and Afiba, I want us to go onto the Nigerian police Instagram handle and start hashtagging, where is Celine and Afiba? When are you reporting? When are you releasing the reports? Someone should come up with some sort of hashtag. Let's go drop it on their page, because like, how long more are we going to wait? How long more? Even with this news of the girls, hi Precious, how are you? Patience said, please forget everything about Ben and focus on your jobs. God bless you greatly. All your efforts are. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. At times, guys, I often say that, anytime I'm starting on my life, I'm always like, I'm not going to talk about him. But then it's hard not to talk about him, because this morning, like, I've unsubscribed from him. I no longer follow any of his social media handles. I think I still follow him on Instagram, I think, because I received a notification or something from his channel this morning. But it's hard not to talk about him because he's involved in this story. We are all involved. Like, yeah, people have said it shed light onto this case, it shed light onto the case. No, we've not disputed that. And there are some people that, in as much as they believe that they are helping the case, at times they are really not being open with everything. Okay, they're not being open with everything. So I'm not here to come and say, hi Darinaga, how are you? Zoe said, I don't even know why you will use your precious time to talk about Ben, because when Bible said the cause without. Exactly, you know what? That was why I apologized in the beginning that, for those of you who felt I shouldn't have done that, I apologize because it's just that I'm a mother and I don't joke with my kid. It's not easy for a woman to carry a pregnancy for 9 months, talk more 5 different children. So hence why I apologize in the beginning. I know my mouth is not made for cursing. My mouth is made for prayers and also prophesying what I want to happen in good faith. Okay, so my prayer, and I'm hopeful that these girls, wherever they are, I believe God knows best. Okay, I want to believe God knows best. And if there's anybody hiding anywhere that do not want these girls to be found or does not want this case to be resolved, God is going to expose them at some point. God is going to expose them at some point. For me, I can sit here and talk all I want to talk because I know I have not impacted the case of these girls in any way. All I've done is raise awareness. Okay. And there's a page I follow on Instagram. It's called Barista Street. I think this guy is like a barista, a group of baristas. I said he's going to be hosting a live show or whereby Nigerians can know their rights when police arrest you or they try to rough you up. So I would implore you guys to go check out that page on Instagram. It's called Barista Street. Barista Street. Go find them on Instagram and follow them. They're like a law, maybe a law page where they can let you know your rights as like a citizen, So please go follow them. So like I said, guy, I've only just come out saying, what, I am not relenting on these cases of the ladies. It's just that I have not found any new information, and it doesn't make sense coming back here to keep talking about the same thing over and over again. Accomplish or not accomplish this that. There's no point. I've already made my views and my opinions open out there. Okay, I've already made that open out there. So if I find any new information, I'll be out here to talk about it. Even if it points out, even if it points at this man that is talking, I'm going to come out here and talk about it because it's not going to take away my voice. And this is my platform, and I can use it to raise as much awareness as I want to. I wish I've got that power to be able to unroot all of these things. And then, I was watching a video this morning and it went on saying that nobody has anything on him. Guys, I have something on him. But that something is not going to contribute to finding Celine and Afiba. Hence why I have not talked about it. I have something on him. And this something is from 3 people. And it's because they've not consented. The way it's been going on about, dragging harassing, dragging Sabio, dragging me. It was because these people did not give me the consent to go into the matter in detail. Assuming they gave me the consent, I have to respect their wish. Assuming they gave me the consent to go deeply into discussing it, I will have done it, but I won't be doing it because it does not bring us to finding Celine and Afiba. It's another watch it. I won't because I need to respect the decision of the people who actually contacted me. Like, they contacted me personally to tell me that, no, this is what they've got. 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 And I'm like, what? But what they've given to me, it does not bring us closer to finding Celine. In fact, it does not even contribute to anything about Celine and Afiba's case at all. Hence why I will not be talking about it. So all I'm just going to say is that I'm going to remove this person. So, like I said, I'm not relenting on the girls. Like, I've not found anything. No, I'm on Instagram. I'm on the news all the time. There's really nothing. So I felt, Abby Crystal, how are you? Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate you all. Hi, Dalinaga. Hi, Zoe. Thank you so much for coming. I've not found anything new. So like I said, there's no point going back and forth, repeating the same thing over and over and over. You guys all know where I stand on this case. You all know where I stand, okay? And if you've not been following me, the videos are all the live videos from the start when just Adetone was talking about it. It's all on my channel. excuse me, if you have the chance, go back and get familiar with the story, okay? Because there's, like I said, there's no new news, there's no new information, and I want us to come up with an hashtag. If there's any of you here who can come up with a couple of hashtags, we should all go to the Nigerian police Instagram page, their Twitter page, their Threads page. Go and start dropping those hashtag there, like Celine and Afiba, hashtag Celine and Afiba, hashtag Andrew Cheko, hashtag, like, you can put as many hashtag in their comment section. Start dropping those hashtags, hashtag Celine and Afiba are still missing, hashtag Andrew Cheko, hashtag when is the report due, because they told us 2 weeks, it's now 6 weeks and over. So I believe that's what we can do now, because it's going to be very, very disappointing, very, disgraceful on the part of the Nigerian police that they want this to linger on, just like the Mohbad case. I don't think the police have given up. They are just stalling with the hope that people will stop talking about it. They're just going to make it look like the Mohbad case, and then after maybe 9 months, they'll come and tell us that, oh, this was what they found. Oh, okay, a little bit of error on the police side, and then they will just come up with some sort of unreasonable report. This is what I'm thinking they want to do. Arab said, you are just so reasonable for me. Cameraman has just been repeating himself. I tried telling him this, but he rained insults on me. Well, to those of you who are still going to camp there, good luck to you. You know what? From the very beginning, just like Sabio, in the very first video I made, I did say that I went to his page and I asked him a question, and I actually dropped the screenshot of my question I asked him on his Instagram page. Like, what, you knew it was wanted by the UK police. I asked all of these questions, and the reply he gave me was that he did not know, and I dropped a response there. So, there's nothing personal about this. I believe we are all doing all we can towards one purpose, and that purpose is making sure to find out what happened to Celine and Afiba, and let those who have contributed to either them not being found, to either their case not being taken, so like everybody who has contributed in a way which meant that we are all here today talking about them, let them all be brought to justice. That's my focus. That's my focus. Okay, we want police brutality to end. We want police bribery and corruption to end. But then, if you are keeping other people's mouths shut on this case, and you think it's just something only you can solve, you can't solve it, because at the end of the day, the question everybody has been saying is, why now? And I'm still maintaining the fact that whatever he's doing right now is medicine after death. I'm still of that opinion. It's medicine after death. So hence why I said that, people, I was not going to come out here and do this, but people have DM'd me, and rather than explaining myself to, like I said, I received 5 messages from Instagram yesterday. I received 3 emails today. This morning I was trying to make some soap. When I received 3 emails, I was like, oh, okay. And then from the comment section of the videos, people have been like, oh, hope you're not giving up on this talk, this, that. And I was just like, okay, I'm just going to come do a quick live here and say, what, like I said, Bob said, what are we discussing? You can see from the title there, and you can, if you have the chance, please feel free to rewind back. Zoe said, Dr. Kemi give Ben an interview. It was jumping bitter when the questions were getting tough. I saw the notification for that. I just didn't watch it because of my mental health. I don't want something that's going to get me worked up, so I didn't watch it. Precious said, can't we take this as far as international human rights? Precious, I believe there's a petition that Afiba's family raised. So I want to believe that petition is still ongoing. If you've not seen that petition, I will drop it on my YouTube community page. I will drop the link there. So if there's any of you here who has not signed that petition, please, after this live, find your way to my community tab. I'm going to drop the link to that petition. They go sign it. So I believe that petition has to reach, I think, is it 5,000 or something? If it reaches a particular amount of people, then it has to be looked into by the Human Rights International. So yeah, that's that. Abby said the case is gradually going cold. Obviously, yeah, it's going cold But then I believe the Nigerian police know what they are doing. They want to delay that report. They said it will take them 2 weeks to give us investigation. I mean, for their investigation, it's been a month. I believe it's been 6 weeks now, or even more than that, and they've not come out here. So that's why I said, any of you who knows how to work hashtag, please drop a few hashtags in the comment section, and let us go and start dropping these hashtags on the Nigerian police pages on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Threads as well. Let's go drop the hashtag Celine and Afiba, Andrew Cheko, hashtag Celine and Afiba, hashtag Andrew Cheko, hashtag when is the report due. Let's go drop all this hashtag, because I'm going to be doing this because I felt they're freaking taking the piss now. Okay, they're freaking taking the piss. It's only in Nigeria that a case like this, they tell us, they come out to say, you know what, they are investigating, and they are not even coming out to give us updates. Like, where do you see that happening? And I'm going to keep referring to those Liberian men that were kidnapped in Nigeria. It took the Nigerian police 4 days to find them. It took the Nigerian police just 4 days to find them. Is it because they are Liberian people who are just doing business in Nigeria? So the life of a foreigner matters more to them as compared to an home citizen. Like, all life should matter, regardless of your skin, your race, your color, regardless of wherever in the world you come from. Everyone's life matters, because you can't create a life yourself. You can't speak into a dead body to wake up. For as long as you can't do that, each and every life should be treated with utmost importance. So, like I said, within 4 days they found those Lebanese or Liberian guys. But then we've got Afiba, who is a Ghanaian, and Celine, who is a Nigerian, and they just treated them like a chicken. That's how they've treated them. Nigerian police has a lot to answer to, because if they've sprung into action when the so-called friend of them went to the police, just maybe they will have found them. Maybe at that point, maybe they were alive or not, they will have found them. But our Nigerian police, they mess up. All they're interested is in is money. I'm going to read comments, and then I'm going to round up. I have another 3 minutes here because I've got a couple of errands I want to go do in town today. So I'm going to round up in a few minutes. And guys, like I said, go and start dropping hashtags like, Nigerian police, how long more are we going to wait? How long more do we have to wait to find out, those who are involved with Andrew Cheko, what he's been doing? And I also want to use this opportunity to implore his other victims. Let me read comments. Abby Krista said, I've already read that. Bob said, well, I'm new, so I don't know what case is being discussed. We are just discussing the fact that we've not heard any recent information about Celine and Afiba. We've not heard anything new. That's what we are discussing. Arab said, and it's so boring. I'm really tired of this. Honestly, hence why, like I said, I've unsubscribed from his YouTube channel, so I no longer receive notification or anything like that, and I'm quite happy with that. And I think I'm still subscribed to him on Instagram, so I'm going to go and subscribe as well, because his page is not doing anything to me. It's not giving me anything positive vibe. No worries at all, Bob. You're welcome. So I also want to use this opportunity to implore Andrew Cheko's victims. If there's anybody out there, any woman, any female, anybody who has ever had any dealings with Andrew Cheko, they should summon the courage and speak to the police. I know we are saying that police are not good, but if we don't do our bit, if we don't do our parts, the idiot things that these police do will not come to light. Okay, it will not come to light. So I want to use this opportunity to implore, victims of Andrew Cheko, if you are listening to me, please summon the courage and speak to the police. Okay, and to those of you who have summoned the courage and speak to the police and even come out to the public, I want to commend you. I want to commend you, because you're not just doing this for yourself alone. Like that Rachel girl said, she saved another girl because Andrew was already talking to that other girl. It was because Rachel shared a picture of Andrew That was how she was able to save another girl from having to go through what she experienced. That is what we want. We want to prevent something that could happen. We want to prevent something that could happen. And Rachel did that perfectly well. She was able to prevent another girl whom Andrew has been talking to from, experiencing what she did. What if, just what if, Rachel did not share a picture of Andrew, and then I can't remember this other girl's name now, and then she went, and then she just disappears, just like Celine and Afiba. So that is the main the main importance of raising awareness. You don't have to give me money, you don't have to give me anything, but watch this video, share it, because you could never tell where it will get to. You can never tell who would watch it, and they will just have an instance of something they could do. They could just Something could just speak to them and say, what, so person, why don't you reach out to them? That thing or that person, that action you are taking might actually help bring some sort of more awareness, or even maybe to sort this case. So that's just all I've got to say. So I just want to say thank you to those of you who have been with me from the beginning of this, this the beginning of this talk about saying I feel like I said, I'm not giving up. If I find any new information, I'll be coming out here to discuss it. Salty J Medical said, opinion, your opinions is a view or judgment formed about some, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. That your opinion, you always have a dissenting opinion. I judge that what I think you should learn to write English properly, because what you've just written here does not make sense to me. I'm sorry to say. Okay, so I'm just going to round up, guys, and like I said, if you've not signed in that petition, I'm going to drop the link on my community tab. So find your way to my community tab and sign the petition and also share it. So at times the petition might say like pay some sort of money. You don't have to pay money. So for me, when I did it, I just did that. I will share. So I shared to my Instagram, I shared to my WhatsApp page, and I also shared to my Facebook page. So that's me shared, so you can do that. So please try and share that information. And also I also want to touch up on that young guy, the guy that went missing in Tenerife. Have you guys followed that story? Did you guys follow that story? The guy, his name is Jay, and he's 19 years old, and he went on holiday to Tenerife for a music concert or something. So he went missing, and one of his friends was the one who came out saying, oh, he went missing. So the police in Tenerife were investigating, trying to find him. Okay, and I think after 2 weeks they stopped searching for him, but his case still remains open. And in that time, there are police officers in the UK, like retired police officers, who have done similar work of finding people when they go missing. They were sharing their tips, they were sharing their opinion, they were sharing advice, and news channels in the UK were talking about this boy. Even though this boy, he was once involved in a situation whereby he almost spied somebody. They were in a fight and he almost spied somebody in the UK. But because of that, even at that, even at that, the police in the UK were not relenting on finding him. It's not because he's a son of the prime minister or because he's a son of so. No, it's just like an ordinary. His parents are just like ordinary citizens here in the UK. Despite his previous criminal involvement, they still did not think that, yeah, because it's that we should not look for him. They still, retired police officers, police here in the UK were concerned that they wanted to go to Tenerife to go find him. We have like a retired police officers who volunteered to go, and I think there was a TikToker, that was a big TikToker, who also was giving clues as to how they could go, so how they could go find him or stuff like that. And what I wanted to say is this: people created a a GoFundMe page. Yes, they created a GoFundMe page to help in finding him. Up until before his body was found, that GoFundMe raised £50,000. Yes, that GoFundMe raised £50,000. And unfortunately, they found the body of this young boy, I think a day or two ago. I think he apparently fell down a terrain. And that terrain is a very dangerous, dangerous area whereby people who are actually trained to go and search for people in that kind of area were very, very careful going there. So unfortunately, they found him. And I believe the autopsy revealed that he suffered injury that would have killed him instantly. Even with that being said, there are still lots of stories out there that, okay, how did he find himself there? How did he decide to walk there? There are lots of stories surrounding his disappearances, but still, people did not stop talking about him. If you go on to BBC News now, or if you go onto your own page on YouTube, you will still see news channels still talking about him. And why I decided to mention the GoFundMe that was raised that Harrison was doing this job as he's an human rights activist. And the last time I checked the page, the GoFundMe page that people opened for Harrison, I think the last time I checked, I think he had about maybe £1,600 or something that has been raised for him. How much is £1,600 compared to this person? As at yesterday, I was reading the news. The GoFundMe page has risen up to £53,000. Even though this boy has now been found, he was found, unalive. People are still trooping in, dropping money. People have not been forced to give. They were just led to give, because at the end of the day, this boy, even though the people in the UK were like, you almost spied somebody, but people are still donating to finding him. So the money is there. They found him now. It's going to cost money for his families to go over to Tenerife to bring him, to bring his body home, to arrange his funeral. All of that is going to cost money. That is what you call, I have the word in my head, but I just even know how to, what you said, UK fire service. Even that's why I'm saying that, police in the UK actually went to go help. Police in the UK actually went. So it's not about because it was only you that know the alleged Andrew Cheko. It's only you that want to talk about it. No, you're not the only one. Everybody is free to talk about it, because like I said, any information you bring to social media line, like I said, for those of you who are having headache because I form an opinion, now that headache will buy all of you. Those of you who have an headache because I have an opinion, or you felt that my opinion is being judgmental, now that my opinion that you feel is judgmental, that will buy all of you. I'm not going to say more than that. So people coming after Harrison saying they are giving him GoFundMe. They're giving him GoFundMe. They're giving him GoFundMe. He's a human rights activist. Harrison is not from a rich background. He needs funds, because when these people come to him asking him to help them, he needs funds to be able to, move around. Or it's still the same people that will now come and talk if you start asking those people to pay for his flights to go and help them. It's the same people that will come and talk that, why are you asking people to pay for your transport? This is that. Okay, you've gone on to seek for his help. Is it his own money that he should use to transport to go to Abuja to go and speak to one police officer on your behalf? He needs funds. He needs funds. So these funds, how else would he get the fund as well? It's someone, he said it was one of his friends that, that opened that GoFund page for him. So if that fund is there, it's to help facilitate the processes of him helping other people. It's not because he want to enrich his pocket. And come tomorrow, if it comes that he is using the money to enrich his pocket, I will come here and come and talk about it. I will call him out. I will call him out. I will call him out. There's no point, give the flower to whoever deserves the flower. Okay? People are like, he had a past. So you that you are saying he has a past, is there not in your life? Look deeply in your life and look back and tell us you've not done anything in your life that you regretted that you did, and you pray to God that you don't ever want to remember anymore. Me that I'm sitting here, I'm not going to say that there's nothing in my past that I've done that I've not regretted. Yeah, especially as a teenager growing up. While I was in secondary school, I did a lot of shenanigans. In fact, if I start, some of you might like, oh, that moment, that's nothing now. But then, looking back as a parent now, I don't want my children to do that. Like, not going to school, going to a friend's house, sitting there, I know that by 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, my parents will have left for work, and then I'll come back home. Yeah, I did that a few times while I was in secondary school because I didn't feel like going to school, and my parents will not hear of it that I don't want to go to school. Yeah. So there are things that people have. That's just one of small shenanigans that I was up to as a child, as a teenager. There's nobody that will come here and say they don't have a past. But you moving away from your past and being a better person is what you want. You don't want to live in your past. You don't want your past to cloud your future or where you're going. Okay? So that's just what I'm going to say there. Um, Aaron said, I'm living in Israel. Hi, Aaron. What you said, that's UK for you. Exactly, because at the end of the day, human lives matter. I'm not saying crimes don't happen in the UK. Crimes happen. But then when crimes happen, you need to see how people will come together. You need to see how people from all walks of life will come together. Will come together no matter what. Not this one that because this I don't want to be involved. No, that is not the kind of community in the UK that we have. And like I said, people were still donating money to this family, even though they know that that boy was involved in a case whereby you almost killed another person. And they still did not, because of that, say, even though in the comment, people are like, why are they donating? That it is karma that happened to him. But people are like, no, he's a young boy, he's 19 years old. He's still got his life ahead of him. There's so many things he could do with his life. And as at the time he went on holiday, I read a report that, he's into apprenticeship, he's doing well, his employers are proud of him. That his employers are proud of him, he's doing great with his apprenticeship program that he's on. So that's him forging a life for himself. Do you think at some point he did not regret? Maybe over the years, if he were to be alive today, maybe by the time he turned 2025, he will sit down and regret what he did that time when he almost killed somebody. It's just Anna's expression said, I wake up every day and I ask God why he made me Nigerian. More reasons to hate being a Nigerian every day. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to round up. Like I said, this is just to let you guys know that no, I've not given up. It's just that, like I said, there's nothing new about these girls. If the news comes out tomorrow that the police release a report, I'll be out here. I'm sure you all hear the news that the police released a report, but so far there's nothing new. And like I said, there's no point coming back here and start saying the same story over and over and over and over and over and over. And there's no point doing that. So I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who. Hi, OJ. I'm just random. If you have the chance, please there's nothing new anyway. It's just that I'm just replying comments, like people who say, why have I not been talking about them? Like there's not really no new information about Celine and Afiba. We should all go and start putting up a hashtag on Nigerian police Instagram page, like where is Celine and Afiba? How long is the report going to take? Like come up with an hashtag and let's go drop it on their Instagram pages. So thank you to each and every one of you who joined me from this live. I really appreciate you all. Thanks to those of you who still believe that we're still doing the work of raising awareness. And I, Faith Coco, I'm just rounding up. So thank you so much, guys. Like I said, if you've not signed that petition, I'm gonna drop it on my community tab. Feel free to go there, follow the link, and sign the petition. And my prayer remains with the Celine and Afiba's family. And I pray that God will be with them. God will continue to console them either whichever way. And I pray that the answer they are seeking for their loved ones, they will get it soon. And if it is evil, you know how to do, keep doing it. If it is good, you know how to do, keep doing it, because at the end of the day, there's nothing you do in this world that you don't get a reward of. That's just my parting word for you guys. Anyway, have a lovely Thursday and I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.